Today's Advent encouragement comes from Mark chapter 13, verse 32 to 36. Concerning that day or that hour, no one knows, not even the angels or the Son, but only the Father. Be on guard, keep awake, for you do not know when the time will come. It's like a man going on a journey, when he leaves home and puts his servants in charge, each with his work, and commands the doorkeeper to stay awake. Therefore, stay awake, for you do not know when the master of the house will come, in the evening or at midnight, or when the cock crows, or in the morning, lest he come suddenly and find you asleep. In Advent, we remember waiting for Jesus' first arrival. Mary won't have had a hospital bag like expectant mothers are encouraged to have today, but she would have undoubtedly been prepared for the fact that she would likely give birth while they were away for the census. But it wasn't just Mary waiting for 9 months for Jesus. It was the whole nation of Israel waiting for hundreds of years for God's promised Messiah. They had no idea that he would be just a carpenter's son in a little backwater town who, instead of overthrowing their oppressors, would speak of love and forgiveness and reconciliation. They were prepared, but not for Jesus. And when he did come, many didn't recognize him. I expect when Jesus said the words in this passage, the disciples had plenty of questions. But you're here now, Jesus. Why can't you just make things as they should be now? Why do you have to leave? Can you take us with you? Why come back, and when and how? Many of them and the early church believed that Jesus would return in their lifetimes. The fact that we and the Bible are here today tells us that instead of losing hope when he didn't, they remained faithful and vigilant. They stayed awake. On the surface, these verses don't seem very helpful. You've no way of knowing when this will happen, but you better be ready. Does this mean we have to put our lives on hold? Does it mean we have to train for some kind of battle or head out on an aggressive evangelistic spree? I don't think so. Jesus in his lifetime showed us what it looks like to be ready for the kingdom, to live out God's love, to transform lives, be that our own or others, to be obedient to God. He showed us how the Master wants his house to be kept in his absence, so that it's ready for him to resume residence when he returns. That's what these verses are talking about. Are we ready for him to come back? If he walks through that door tomorrow, does his house look the way he wants it to? The way he's shown us through Jesus it should be. When a family finds out they're expecting a baby, they don't spend the 9 months thinking, I don't need to do anything, the baby will sort it all out when it gets here. They prepare as best they can for the change they're about to experience. They make a space in their lives. How Jesus came, how Jesus will come again, isn't really the question. What matters is that we make a space for him in our lives. That the house he has given us, the life he has given us, is kept ready for him to return and take up his place.